Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Wild Bill Kelso here, and today I'm going to be going over with you guys my reproduction World War II Army Air Corps uniforms. To be more specific, it's the shirts, pants, ties, and belts that I have, and also my cap. I have a bunch of original uniforms that I'll be going over with you guys in a later video, but today I just wanted to cover my reproduction stuff. As you can see, I've got quite a bit here. We'll start over here. This is my these are my cotton khaki uniforms for the Army Air Force. We'll start with this shirt. This shirt right here is my short sleeve cotton khaki officer shirt. This is actually an Air Force shirt from the 1950s, but it's the same pattern and same material basically as that of the World War II cotton khaki shirts. Just it was made in the 50s and it was made with the short sleeves here. And the reason why I use short sleeves is because when I portray an airman in the Pacific Theater during World War II, you see in a lot of original photographs guys with shirts that have had the sleeves cut off, either professionally by like a tailor or somebody in the group, in their bomb group or squadron, who knew how to, you know, tailor clothing, or sometimes they did it themselves. I remember seeing a picture of a guy in the Pacific in a B-25 squadron who basically, it looked like he took a knife and just cut the sleeves off of his off his shirt and made it into a short sleeve shirt, because when you looked at it, like the thread where the material was just all frayed at the edges, he didn't even bother to like sew it back together. He just cut them off like that. So yeah, I decked this up. This is original fabric insignia, a second lieutenant bar, officer's Air Corps collar insignia right there, original cloth pilot wings, and the Army Air Force patch. But yeah, I use this when I do like a Pacific PTO or even a China, Burma, India theater impression. Over here is my reproduction khaki officer shirt from At the Front. At the Front doesn't make khaki uniforms anymore. They discontinued them about a year ago, a couple of years ago. I got this back in 2012. You can see it's got a nice label right there. Size tag. It's a good shirt. It's got a reproduction. I don't have an original patch on this. This is a reproduction patch, but it does the job. I don't know why At the Front stopped making these. These are actually really nice shirts. Same for the pants. These are my At the Front cotton khaki pants. These were used by both enlisted men and officers. Again, At the Front discontinued these. Look on the inside right here. But yeah, these are nice pants. Over here we have my wool, reproduction wool shirts right here. We'll start up here. This is my khaki gabardine wool shirt. This was a reproduction made by World War II Impressions, and it's a pretty good reproduction. One of the drawbacks I don't like about it is they've got this tag right here. I don't like the tag. I'd prefer makers to try to make like a tag that looks period correct as opposed to this. That's about the only drawback. It's got a nice lining in the collar right here. It's a good shirt. The pattern's good. The cut is good. I know what World War II Impressions, a lot of people don't like World War II Impressions, but their officer shirt, at least in my experience, these have actually been pretty good. Right here we have my reproduction OD green officer shirt from At the Front. At the Front just started making these about a year ago. It's got a really nice lining in the collar, and I really like this tag too. This is actually based off of an original tag in an original officer shirt. Officers Army Regulation Form Fit, London Shrunk. This is a really nice shirt. The quality of the wool is really nice. Pattern is good, so it's a good shirt. I highly recommend. If you don't like World War II Impressions, then this At the Front shirt is just as good. And right here we have what's probably my favorite shirt, reproduction shirt, out of all of the ones that I own. This is an officer's OD green shirt. This is made by a company called Eastman Leather. They're an English company and they make A2 jackets, but for a time they made reproduction officer shirts, World War II officer shirts. And this is based off of the Rangoon pattern shirt. It was originally made by a company during World War II called Jackson Raymond Clothing. And normally where this label is where it says tailored by Eastern Clothing Company. On the originals it says Jackson Raymond right there. But this shirt is just beautiful. They did a really amazing job when they used to make these. The scalloped pockets. The pattern is just perfect. I got an original Air Corps patch, felt patch sewn on right there. But it even came with the pink necktie right here, and you see on the back the label Rangoon. So yeah, this is, if these occasionally pop up on eBay, so if you can get one in your size, then I highly suggest you get it, because these are just the best reproduction shirts that I made, that have, in my opinion, that have ever been made. Right here we have my reproduction officer's cap. This was made by Society brand hat company. This is based off of an original English-made U.S. Army officer's cap. It's made out of, instead of gabardine or fur felt, it's made out of Berethia wool, and I had him put a khaki mohair band around it. So it's very, very English looking, and look inside, it's got the period label. Very nice interior. Yeah, Society brand, in my opinion, has to be the best cap maker on the market right now, because his reproductions are just gorgeous. I'm going to be getting a couple more caps from him in the future. And last but not least, over here we have my reproduction officer's pink trousers. These are made by Eastman Leather. Eastman still makes these. This is my belt from World War II Impressions. But yeah, these are just beautiful. These are, Eastman still makes these. They don't make the shirts anymore, but they still make the pants. This is the label right here. Very similar to the label in my At the Front shirt. These are just perfect. The cut, the material is like a cavalry twill. It's very different from the shirts. It's nice and heavy, like a lot of the originals are. I've compared this to a couple originals, and these are like spot on. But yeah, these are just, I highly recommend, if you want a pair of officers' pinks, go with Eastman Leather. You can't go wrong with them. So yeah, this is my reproduction stuff. I'm going to make another video with all my original stuff, my original service coat, original pants, original shirts. But that'll be at a later date. I just wanted to show you guys the reproduction stuff that I currently have, that I use for Air Corps reenacting. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you all later.